it in. Your one-stop review, let it sink in. Hip-hop vibes, we break it down. Laughs and insights all around. Every episode, spitting truth, old school jams and the latest youth. We keep it real, no sugarcoat. Pop culture on the mic we wrote. So tell your friends and hit subscribe. Snake Cinema here to vibe. Tune in weekly, don't miss a beat. We're the hottest review in your street. Snake Cinema Podcast, stepping in. You want some review, let it sink in. Hip-hop vibe, we break it down. Laughs and insights all around.
What it do? Welcome, it's your boy Prince Elias for another episode of Snake Cinema Podcast. Thank y'all for tapping in for another week. We are in part two of our music reviews, and then starting next week, it's All Hallows Eve, baby. All Hallows Eve, Halloween celebration. October's gonna be real big. October, we celebrating a lot. We celebrating my anniversary, survival anniversary. We're celebrating my first Clutch's first birthday. I can't believe it. They've been a year already. My grandbabies. Of course, the festivals of Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday ever. It's the number one holiday in my eyes of the year. It's just going to be so much fun. Of course, Tinley weekend is happening, and we have a special guest that weekend, Ro 50. I will be live from LA, California, and Ro will be live from Tinley, and he's going to give us a walkthrough during the VIP hour. So super excited. More info to come later, but it's going to be awesome. October is the best month out of the year. Argue with your mama. Another thing to argue with your mother is our channel sponsors. This channel is brought to you by Mutation Station, Lucy Land Ball Pythons, Candy Lady Creations, and Flexing and Finessing Reptiles, as well as Shed Outfitters. And I got another clothing company that's sponsoring. I'm just waiting for them to start making big boy sizes because they only go up to a 2X. I said, you start making 3 or 4Xs, you can be a sponsor. So we're working on that on the business end. But shout out to all the people who support me and my channel. Life and animal updates. Yeah, I got a lot to talk about. Tomorrow, well, actually, pertaining to the YouTube channel, this channel, and Shed Yourself Vlogs, we have I have a new gear coming. I'm gonna do an unboxing. It's coming today. It's out for delivery as we speak. So I'm super excited about that. And then tomorrow, my friends Orlando and Terrell, they drive trucks for a living. They are driving through Memphis to go to their delivery destination, and they got me a little present that I can't wait. I can't wait to meet them. They were on the show a couple of weeks ago for our not Game of Thrones, House of the Dragons review. But we finally get to meet up close and personal for the first time. So I'm super excited about that, but I'm also excited about the new gift they're giving me. So pumped, more. So y'all know vlogs are coming this week. I might drop a video Monday, drop video Wednesday, might drop video Friday, because I'm so pumped. So much to record. But also, I'm gonna talk to the chats, and then when it comes to I'm gonna talk to the chats, and then I am going to talk about what I did this past Sunday, because it pertains to music, and it's kind of gonna go hand in hand with the reviews. So first, let's talk to the people in the chizzy chats. First, we have Tim. What up, Tim from PMF? Thanks for tapping in. Yep, you were first. James, what it do, James? Thanks for tapping in. JNS Exotics. Other James, we got two James, James P and James B. What it do? All City Service. Thank you for tapping in. Chicken Man, Heathen Hatchery, Brian. Thank you for tapping in, bro. Love you. Bosa, brother. Ah, Bosa. Speaking of which, I already shouted out Candy Lady Creations, who is the merch queen, but this is Bosa exclusive merch that you can get from Candy. So DM her at Candy Lady Creations 1 on Instagram. This is for Diana and Bosa. So dope shirt, and it's not slacking on the back, but I'm kind of refined and can't get up now, but it has the info on the back. So yes, shout out to Candy Lady Creations and Bosa Reptiles. And shout out to Diana. We love you. Her fight is our fight. We stand strong together. We're gonna get through this. So yes, and this shirt is so soft and comfy. I love it. So I'm repping y'all all day today, and I'll be repping y'all tonight on Sophisticated Ignorance. Facts, James. Smash that like button on the way in. Don't be a slacker or a buster or a hater, as Keys would say. Bosa said, change your water here and top it. All right, all right. Yes. Quench those babies' thirst. Yes. Ah, it's Tim's birthday. Happy birthday, Tim. Woo woo. Happy birthday. Let's see. Sammy, what it do? Pink Panther, thank you for tapping in. Brittany, what it do? Thank you for tapping in. Yes. My niece, Banna. Thanks for tapping in. Love that new logo. Love it. Can't wait to put it on a shirt and we can order it. Menace to her society. She is a menace. I have to admit, my baby is a menace. My little niece. She don't play. Oh, also speaking of Candy, I did show this off on us on Beyond the Scales, but just in case y'all missed that, Candy made this. Oh, let me take my background off. Candy made this also to promote Beyond the Scales, and I love it, love it, love it. Because I asked, I said, when are you gonna make water bottles? Like the tumblers are great, but when are you gonna make water bottles? And she did. Even has a little hanging latch to it. But it has Beyond the Scales, got YouTube Beyond the Scales, and it has all of our logos. So we got In the Grove, we got myself, we got Candy, Ohana Scales, we have Maki, Unique Surface by Maki, we got the Nerd Rock, and we have, you already know, Father Dizzled, Uptown Exotic. So I've been using this bottle all week long. I love it. It keeps the ice cold for a long time. I think maybe 12 hours or so, but even when the ice eventually melted, the water was still cold. Like great, great. But I do love this handle, and it has this weird locking mechanism to keep it from spilling. Cause I done tilt this over in my backpack and everything, and nothing spilled out. But it has like you gotta unlock it this way and then push it in for it to open. So anti-lock a must. So shout out to again channel sponsor Candy. Shout out to Bosa. Let's see. Gotta finish these shouts out though. I just want to show y'all that because it came in Tuesday in the middle of Beyond the Scales, but I know everybody was busy and probably didn't see it when we premiered it. My Brian said my favorite menace. Let's see. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. See, Banner and Tim already started early in the morning. Oh, y'all crazy. All right. So before we get on to the music reviews of the albums that I listen to, make sure my Spotify is pulled up. Um, this past Sunday, I went to go see MJ the musical. And what I didn't know is that this musical has been out for 2 years now. It started off on Broadway. It's actually still on Broadway. They have three different shows. They have the traveling show that goes around to different cities. They got the Broadway show that's in New York, and then they got one that is stationed in the UK, I think London. And that's kind of like the one in New York that stays still in that location, and people go there to see it. But I got the little program. I even got the guy who played Michael to sign. You can't see it, but it's on the Sharpie to sign the program, as well as one of the other stars. But yeah, went to go see the play, and I didn't know how it was going to be. I did not want it spoiled for me, so I did not look up any synopsis. I did not look up any reviews. I did not look up nothing. I went in blind, and they gave us a pretty hefty discount for a Broadway play to come to uh, our Orpheum Theater here in Memphis. I think the regular tickets was like 120 after taxes and something like that, but I got to only pay like 75 for a teacher's discount. So I think I'm gonna start doing it from now on. I know Hamilton is coming next year in like January, and Moulin Rouge is coming, and I think I'm gonna go ahead. Hopefully they'll give us teacher discounts for those, because I want to go see those. But anyways, back to MJ the musical. I did not know. I knew that they were coming up with a Broadway play. I did see the initial announcement. I did not know it was 2 years ago that it happened on Broadway. That it premiered on Broadway. And I did not know how it was going to be. I knew it was going to be about Michael's life, but I did not know how they were going to structure it. Was it going to be like a typical, you know, act one, him and Gary Indiana with his brothers singing Jackson Fives, growing up, act two, this, act three, that. No, I was pleasantly surprised that they did not do that at all. They did touch on it, but they did not do this as a stereotypical biopic type of play. They did it based on when he was getting ready for his Dangerous tour. For those who don't know, Dangerous tour was like one of the biggest tours ever that Michael did. Probably anybody did at that time. And I think he had one of the biggest selling tours ever, outside of a rock band. But then Taylor Swift and Beyonce both beat those records. They both beat those records with Renaissance and the Eras tour. But for the longest time, Michael held that greatest tour or biggest tour of all time type title for a long time, for many, many years, off Dangerous. But this play was focusing on the making of that, like behind the scenes. So you start off with Michael and his crew rehearsing. And of course, they had like these two employees from MTV coming to shoot a documentary, to get like a hit piece, because it was around the time of those lies and allegations on him. Um, and so they were trying to do this little hit piece and get the scoop on what was going on with him. And basically, throughout the play, as they're interviewing him and asking him questions, you get the flashback scenes of the Jackson Fives and when him and Quincy Jones made Thriller and all the other stuff. It was so perfectly, perfectly written. The writers who structured the whole acts did an amazing job. The actors, all the staff, from the boy who played Little Mike to the guy who did Joe Jackson. And a lot of these people had dual roles. So the guy who played Joe Jackson, the father, also played Michael's manager. No, a creative director who helped him direct the tour. So you got to see this actor play both a good guy and a bad guy, sometimes simultaneously, because sometimes he'll be talking to Michael as the director of the tour and then switch to Joe Jackson like within seconds, to show you that Michael was thinking of his father at the time or having a flashback. It was perfect. It was perfectly acted. Like the fact that he could do the two roles simultaneously in one scene, like just a couple of lines from each other, and go back to being, the other character. It was like, wow, it was amazing. Those guys, all those people who are involved in the acting side of it, was amazing. The singers, it was just chef's kiss, chef's kiss. I almost shed a tear in one of those scenes. Like, it was so good. And then after the play, my sister told me this. Shout out to my sister. She told me that if you go to the back side door um, of the Orpheum Theater, like down an alley, that's where all the stars, that's where everybody exit out of. and usually you could get a picture with them and an autograph and stuff. So that's how I went. As soon as I left, I went down that alleyway to that back door, and it was a couple of us. It was like 6 or 7 of us waiting, and they came out. They shook our hands, gave us hugs and stuff, thanked us for coming to the show. And I got some selfies. I got some dope selfies that I did post on social media. I got to meet the guy who played Michael. I got to meet young Michael, big Michael, the guy who did Joe Jackson, the woman who played their mother, Catherine. It was amazing. The whole staff, even the light crew and the music crew, the musicians, they came out and talked to us for a little bit. They were amazing. It was an amazing show. I'm not really big on musicals and Broadway plays. There's probably like 2 or 3 that I really love, like the Hamiltons of the worlds and things like that. But when I love a play, I love a play. And now I kind of want to travel to New York to see that cast and see how that show measures up. But maybe one day, but it was a great show. It was amazing, and I loved it. I loved it. As an avid Michael fan, it was for me. That play was for me. It was beautiful. um but yeah, so let's segue on to what y'all came here for, the music reviews. Let me see who else can slip through the comments. Let's see. Oh, no problem, Bosa. Diana Strong. Yes, no problem. Always. Josh. Yes, you made it. No replay game. What it do? uh, thank you, everybody who has tapped in or are tapping in or going to slip in between now and the end of the show. I love y'all. And shout out to the replay game. All right, let's get what y'all all here to come for. That is the music reviews. This is part 2 of our music review extravaganza. If you missed last week's, go ahead and hit that replay later uh, um, on your lovely Saturday. But for right now, we are going to be reviewing 3 albums. 2 EDM and 1 hip hop, and there might be something else that I'm missing that I'm going to add to the docket. Not a full album, but a single. Um, and yes, for those who, before you ask, I did see that Lady Gaga dropped a new album called Harley Quinn for the Joker movie. I did listen to it and I got some thoughts, but that we're gonna wait. I want to talk about that when I review the actual film Joker, because I'm gonna go see it. I think it comes out, if not this weekend, next weekend. So I do want to wait. So I'm gonna do the Joker movie review and the album at the same time. So I did hear it, but I'll share my thoughts later when I go after I go see the film. So it could be a double Joker whammy. And let's see, where's my Spotify? Let's see, present. Share screen. Come on now. Get your life. Sorry, y'all. What the world? Not my browser blocking stuff. Ooh, they done lost their mind. Look at them. Hold on, y'all. Who told them to block stuff? Shame. Okay, let's see. Let's try this now. Present screen. There we go. Booyah. Sometimes StreamYard wants don't want my service. They don't want my money because they do me wrong. There we go. All right. So first review of the week, we have Zedd. Now Zedd, like I told y'all plenty of times, I love EDM. EDM is my favorite genre. It's my go-to genre. I listen to EDM before I listen to anything else. That's just my style. That's just my taste. And Zedd has been one of those continuous, consistent artists when it comes to dropping albums. Like, he does not miss his body of works, usually all are pretty solid. And he's the one that's way more mainstream and more pop than the others due to the fact of his collaborations. He's collaborated with Selena Gomez a lot. He's collaborated with Foxes. He's collaborated with um oh shoot, what's the one with, it's called The Middle. Baby, why don't you Morrison. um he, the country singer, he collaborates with a lot of mainstream artists from other genres, mainly pop and country, so he's more mainstream as far as EDM dance music goes. um so he's just been very consistent with his body of work. And so when I saw that he dropped Telos or Telos, I don't know, um I was super pumped. I was so ecstatic and I went straight to it. I skipped everything that came out that week and went straight to his. Now let's stroll down. Now, as you can see, out of 10 songs, I saved out of 10 songs off this album, I say one, two, three, four, five, six on different playlists. And it doesn't mean the songs I didn't save I didn't like. It's just that like he did one with John Mayer, he did one with Muse. And not that I didn't like the songs, it's just that they didn't hit me enough to want to say, hey, let me add that to my workout playlist, or let me add that to this playlist, or let me add that to my travel playlist. Certain songs put you in certain moods, and depending on those moods, throw you in a specific playlist. But even the songs that I didn't choose, I still enjoyed those songs. My favorite song out of all this is number 5, Sona, or with Alleman. And the one thing I love about this song is that there is absolutely no singing on it. 3 minutes of straight musical instruments. Is Zedd playing, Zedd can play the piano. A lot of these EDMRs, people think that EDM DJs, they just press buttons and nothing else. But a lot of them, a lot of good ones like Zedd and Kygo and Avicii, they actually can play musical instruments, especially the piano and stuff. And so it's like a Sona. Sorry, I said Sono. Sona is so good. It's basically him having a jam session with whoever the Alleman is. Um, um, and they have strings. You can hear the strings. You can hear, I believe it's a cello. I think it's a cello that's being played. It's some instrument that's being played on here, but it is so good. It's like an amazing jam session of just straight music. No singing, no vocals, no lyrics, just straight music. But it's so fire and it's so good. I was like, I had to play that twice back to back. When it first came on, I was like, okay, I like this. And then it got to like the bridge, and then it got to like, well, quote unquote bridge, because it really wasn't no song, but it got to like certain parts of the song where he do his EDM drops, and I was like, oh shoot. And it was just amazing. Like, that's my number 5 is my favorite. I think I put that on like 6 different playlists. That's my favorite. And to be honest, that might be my favorite song of the entire year. To be quite honest with you, out of all the albums and songs I've listened to, yes, including Beyonce. Y'all know I love Beyonce. Including Lady Gaga. Y'all know I love Lady Gaga. Sona from Zedd is probably my favorite song of the entire year. Song. That says a lot. And it's, again, just straight instrumentals, just straight musicianship. And it's so good. The rest of the songs are very, very good. Very dance. If you don't like dance music, it might not be for you. But for me, it it hit all the beats, it hit all the stops. There were no skips. Honestly, there really was no skips on this album. I could listen to this entire album while I'm cleaning my snake room from start to finish and not get bored. And exactly, to be honest, that's exactly how I did it when I first listened to it a couple of weeks ago when it first came out. Um, and that's how I knew Sona was such a good song, because I stopped what I was doing. I stopped scrubbing tubs and went straight back to my phone, ran back to my phone, saved that song to my playlist, and then press repeat um, for it to repeat and play again before I went back to clean it. That's how great that song was. Lucky featuring Rima Wolf is also very good. No Gravity is amazing. But yeah, I honestly, Zedd can do no wrong. He has yet to make an album that I did not like. Even if he made a few songs here or there that was like, I can do without. He did not when it comes to albums, complete body of work, there is not an album that I could say from Zedd is a whack album. Cannot, in my opinion, my humble, honest opinion, as an EDM dance fan. And so I give this a 10 out of 10. This is definitely top 10 of my favorite albums of the year. It may not be number one because there are some albums that still pretty high up there from earlier this year, and who knows who's going to drop later on, but it's definitely top 10. It's not going to be Zedd's album is not going to be an honorable mention. I'm letting y'all know that right now. It has touched top 10. So I highly recommend it. 10 songs, 37 minutes. It's not long, but he gives you complete songs. You got 1 2 minute song there. Oh, one thing I love about music, even though I didn't save it to my playlist, that's 6 minutes and 11 seconds. That's all I asked for. I asked for artists to give me something like this, and I'm good. I'm not complaining. I love that. But yeah. Anyways, but that's it for that. Let's go ahead and go to our next album right quick. Oh, let's see. And this is Doechii. If you don't know who Doechii is, she is a rapper slash singer. She is signed to TDE, for those who Top Dog Entertainment. For those who don't know, there's Kendrick Lamar's group, conglomerate, label, whatever. Anybody who is a fan of Kendrick Lamar and the whole TDE gang. SZA's part of that group. It's a whole bunch of people, rappers, Schoolboy Q, J Rock. And so Doechii is, so to know that she got signed to TDE, she got signed to the same label as Kendrick Lamar. That means she could rap. That means she ain't no twerk strip club rapper type. Now she can make those records. Like she actually made one on this album just for fun. But she still got them bars. She can out rap. To me, she could go toe to toe with Nicki Minaj. She really can. As far as lyrics go, like if Nicki, like old Nicki, would give you like straight bars, Doechii can go toe to toe with her, like for real, legit. Um, and she's so good. But her latest album that came out last month, Alligator Bites Never Heal, and of course, I love look the album cover is just great. You got her holding that albino alligator or that blue-eyed leucistic alligator. Um, but Alligator Bites Never Heal isn't amazing. Now I will take off some points for Doechii because there's a lot of 2 minute and 1 minutes. Now the 1 minutes are freestyles. I will give her benefit of the doubt. The 1 minute tracks are straight freestyles, like her straight bars. Like there's no hook, no chorus, no special guest. It's just straight. She's just rapping bars. So I would give her grace on that. But the 2 minutes is what's gonna knock it down a peg. But she did make up for it with like Fireflies and Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills is so good. Where we get an actual song. We get a real song because you got two verses and a hook. But I love hide and seek. I love hide and seek, but man, it's just way too short. Which is why I did not save a lot of songs on my different playlists. Oh, Nissan Altima is a banger. I might make that into my next reel, or next two reels coming up, because that is Nissan Altima is a banger. She really showing her skills as a rapper. And again, she's not that stripper club sex money drugs type rapper. She really do be spitting bars and be talking that crap. Like you, when you hear her, you like, yeah, I see why Kendrick Lamar and TDE have her on their record label, because she's a real rapper. This is real hip hop. The Bullfrog freestyle is woo fire. But as you can see, my top songs that I like the most that I've been listening to on repeat is Stank-a-Poo, Denial is a River, and Nissan Altima. Those are the ones that I go back to over and over again. And I really, really enjoy. I really, really love. Doechii she's become top three or a top four of my favorite female rappers. I would say Rhapsody is number one. Can't nobody out rap Rhapsody. And I reviewed her album a couple, maybe 5 or 6, 7 episodes ago. Rhapsody's number one. Um, of course, Nicki Minaj number two. Old Nicki. Some of her new stuff I was very disappointed in, but nobody could, nobody could take away Nicki's pen when she's actually rapping. She's a great songwriter, a great lyricist. So when you take away that bubblegum pop stuff, or you take away all that, you take away if you don't include that Bigfoot freestyle diss track to Megan, Nikki still is up there at the top. Of course, and I love Doechii. Doechii has touched that number 3 spot, and then number 4, Megan the Stallion, and then we'll go down the list, so on and so forth. You can insert anybody after that. After the top 4, you can insert any female rapper after that, in my opinion. That's currently rapping. I'm not gonna talk. We can talk about legends all day, like the MC Lights and the Queen Latifahs of the world. But I'm talking about people who are still actively dropping stuff. Those are my top female rappers. And shoot, if Doechii drops another great project after this, she might push Nicki out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because she's that good of a songwriter, that good of a lyricist, that good of bar for bar, real hip hop. I love Doechii. Alligator Bites Never Heal. I highly recommend it to people. If you like real hip hop, I highly recommend give it a try, give it a listen. Some of her songs be fire. The only knock I'm giving is that a lot of these tracks are way too short. They are way too short. Even if you don't include the freestyles, a lot of these songs are way too short. So I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10. I really wish her songs were a lot longer. I wish she gave us way more bars. I wish she gave us more hooks and um, bridges and stuff. But that's a knock I have on hip hop and some R&B in general, but mainly hip hop, because hip hop is the biggest culprit of these short 2-minute songs. But yeah, it's still a great body of work. Minus the short runtime, it's still an amazing body of work that I highly recommend for people. So yes, please give it a listen, give it a try. She might become your favorite female rapper as well once you realize that if you're sick of the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions and all that stuff, because I hear people constantly complain about those type of female rappers. Doechii is a breath of fresh air. She is a breath of fresh air that I highly recommend. And let's take a break from the screen sharing so I can see what I'm missing in the chats. Anybody else tapped in with us while I was rambling? Sorry, y'all. Ba, 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 ba. Sammy, thanks for tapping in. Josh, thanks for tapping in. Let's see. Jamil, thanks for tapping in. Royal Serpents. Yo, yo, yo. Fred, what it do? Thanks for tapping in, y'all. I appreciate y'all. FNA, what up, Fred? Thanks for tapping in. I got both Freds in here. What's up? Shout out to Fred and AJ. They are such amazing dudes, both of them in the community. Thank y'all for tapping in. Such great support. And between them and Bosa, I'm gonna get into that Carnage Nanny gang one day. Between them two. Them guys. Oh man. What's up, everybody? All right. I've caught up with the chats. Now let's do our last album review. Oh, and then I need to do an in memoriam. Because Hollywood and the music industry is taking a hit with all these deaths. A lot of people I grew up on kicking the bucket, they leaving up out of here. All right, so let's see. Last album. Let me go ahead and I probably spelled that all the way wrong. I cannot. Okay, there we go. I did spell it right. My dyslexia kicked in for a second. I was like, "Ooh, did I just spell Swedish wrong?" Probably did. All right, screen share. Yeah, speaking of EDM, we're back on the dance music. Swedish House Mafia. Now, these guys, I ain't gonna lie. They broke my heart. What was it back in 2012? It was either 2011 or 2012 where they quote unquote broke up or retired, and it was like this is gonna be our last album. It was the one that had my favorite song of ever called "Don't You Worry, Child." That song is my favorite song ever. Not just EDM, ever. That is my favorite song. Don't you worry, child. And they after they released that record, they was like, okay, we're retiring, we're out, we're going our separate ways, whatever. And I was like, dang, so I'll never get to see them live in concert. I'll never get to hear another Swedish House Mafia song. I was so sad and depressed. But of course, the members kept doing their own solo work. We had Axwell. To me, don't tell the other members, but Axwell is my favorite. His solo projects have been amazing. Everything that he's ever worked on a touch, chef's kiss. All the collaborations he has done with other artists outside of EDM, like pop artists stuff. People be coming to Axwell for their exclusive remixes and things like that. And of course Sebastian, he's great too. All the members are great. All the people who are a part of Swedish House Mafia are amazing. Like they've worked with people like The Weeknd. They worked with a lot of people who are big in the pop game. But you know, ain't nothing like, you know how Beyonce is amazing. Justin Timberlake is amazing. Artists are great solo. There are some artists who are amazing solo, but it's something about that magic when they a group, when they are together, when they with their peoples. So a couple of years back, I think 2020 during the pandemic, Swedish House Mafia, or after probably 2021, they had dropped a single together again, like back together. And I was so excited. I was so pumped. I went to listen to it and it was okay, but it wasn't, I guess because I had them on such a pedestal with uh Don't You Worry, Child, and Forever Now. That's another great song for theirs that it was underwhelming. Their return song was so underwhelming, but they kept releasing singles and tracks throughout the years together, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. And then fine, and then they released this single finally August 29th, featuring Alicia Keys. Now, I've been an Alicia Keys fan since what, Songs in A Minor, whichever one was her first album. She's one of my favorite R&B girls. I saw her live in concert when she came to Memphis a couple of years ago. Super great live performer. And can't nobody touch Alicia Keys on that piano. When she, especially when she played dual piano, she has two different type of pianos, and she's playing dual, both of them at the same time. Can't nobody touch Alicia Keys on the keys. But I never thought in my wildest dreams I would hear her collab with an EDM artist, any EDM artist, not with Zedd, not Avicii, not Kygo. It just never, some artists are so vastly different that it just never clicked in my head that they could work together. And so when I saw Swedish House Mafia / Alicia Keys, I said, Bert, like my spidey senses was tingling. So I went and I clicked on that song, and man, just like Sona, just like Zed Sona, I went and played it again. I put that repeat play, whatever that thing. I played that thing again, back to back. It is so amazing. Alicia's voice with the guys, the Mafia guys, production values, and it was just, whoo, it was amazing. Like, it's so good sonically. The lyrics are pretty basic. I'm not gonna lie, but that's a lot of EDM songs. Sometimes they're pretty basic. Like, I love you, you love me, we can't be together. This breaks my heart. Yeah, it's been very simple. But Alicia's voice with their production, I this was the song I never thought I needed, but I'm glad I do. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad we got it. I did not think I never saw this coming. It hit me like a freight train, but I'm glad we got it. It is amazing. Super, super dope. And I think I put on 6 different playlists. I can't remember which all playlists I put it on. I put it on everything. everything. So when I travel, it's gonna be on the playlist. When I work out, it's gonna be on the playlist. When I'm cleaning naked clothes, I'm listening to this song. This made me so pumped and ready for a Swedish House Mafia album. I need them to come back together and give me an album. Stop giving me these Lucy songs every couple of I think they've given us like two songs a year since 2021. Now, give us a full-fledged album and collaborate with more artists like Alicia Keys, artists that we do not see coming, that we do not think would collaborate with Swedish House Mafia. Certain people like certain artists like uh, Ava Max or Selena Gomez or Haley Seinfeld. Those people or Seinfeld, those people I know can collaborate with EDM artists. They've done it a million times. I'm not surprised when I see their name feature under any song. If I see their names featuring Haley Seinfeld, featuring Selena Gomez, featuring Ava Max, I know it's gonna be a dance track and I know it's gonna be good. But when you got people like Alicia Keys popping up randomly, like I'm like, yo, that gets my attention. That makes me jump to your song quicker on the streaming sites every time I see new releases. So I loved it. It was amazing. I give this a 10 out of 10. And it's more than 2 minutes. Yes, it's more than 2 minutes long. You automatically get a 10 out of 10 for me. But it's a great song. I highly recommend, even if you're not a dance music fan, at least give it a listen, give it a try. And see if you can see where I'm coming from. I wish I could play it live, but I can't. We're not about to get my YouTube shut down. And I don't want these guys to sue me or their record label to sue me. So we're not gonna do that. But go wherever you listen to music, go on YouTube, quick Swedish House Mafia finally featuring Alicia Keys. Give it a listen, give it a try. I loved it. It was amazing to me, and I highly recommend it. And let's see. Now there might have been one more single that I forgot about. So we're gonna take a look. Let's go to home. And sorry, y'all. I know hurricane hit Florida pretty bad. Some people got flooded, some people didn't. Some people got trees and power outages. I just pray for everybody. We did have a big storm last night, and there was some branches and stuff down on my street and stuff like that. But luckily, thank God, we did not lose power. Um, but Florida got hit hard. Pause. Uh, let's see. Oh shoot, we got Glorilla. Glorilla. Oh my gosh. That new track, first of all, I can't wait till her album drops, but that new track, fire, fire. Memphis rap. But I'm biased because I like Memphis rap. Let's see. Where is the new releases? Let me widen this screen right quick, just for a second. I'll be back. I might have disappeared on y'all. As y'all can see, I've been I've been on a Michael Jackson kick ever since Sunday night. I done listened to all that. Um, oh, we're gonna have to talk about this next month on one of Snake Cinema podcasts. Uh, Halloween music. We're gonna hit that up real quick. We're gonna talk about that. You know what? I can't find what I'm looking for, so let me just go ahead. I can't find what I'm looking for, so let me just go ahead and stop sharing my screen. But those were it for the ones that I had scheduled on the docket. Let's see who else is in the Chizzy chat. Josh said I'm gonna spend that credit on y'all. Man, them FNA credits, they go good. Don't let it expire, Josh. uh, mm-mm. Oh, y'all talking snakes on here. We got a pastel special yellow belly named Alicia Keys. That is hilarious, Fred. I love it. I love it. I am starting to, most of my collection are named after Disney and Marvel characters, but I'm starting to run out of names that I like because I usually do the villains. I'm starting to run out of names, so I'm slowly but surely getting into the music. Like I have a Zedd, I have a Kygo, I have an Avicii, so I'm slowly but surely making my way to the music categories of naming snakes because I am running out of Disney and Marvel names that I like. Wiz, caw. Shout out Weekend Warriors. Shout out to Wiz. Y'all not part of Wiz's Patreon. Y'all missing out. It is a fun time. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. I think that's it, y'all. This gonna be a short episode. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. It's a fitting name. She's beautiful. Can't take credit though. She had name what we got. Hey, I feel you. I have two snakes. Two snakes that oh dang, Jimmy, named after Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. I have two snakes that I got that I kept their original names because I just got lazy. I was like, I'm not about to rename the snake. It's gonna say your name been Bubble, your name gonna stay Bubble. Okay, it's not Bubble, but you know what I mean. Oh, I was just using it as an example, but it's like, yeah, I've gotten to that point where I've gotten lazy and oh, and I got a Dolly. Duh, Wiz, duh, Dolly Parton. So yeah, I'm slowly getting into the music. I got a Zed, Kygo, Avicii, Dolly, Jimmy, for Jimi Hendrix. So yeah, at least five of my snakes in my collection are named after musicians or music artists. Uh, I honestly wish I can do an MJ, but I don't want people to ask me, "Did you name your snake after Trap Talk?" No. Did you name your snake after Michael Jordan? No. It's Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need nobody asking me a million questions of who I named my snake after if I say this snake's name MJ. And one day I'll do a Prince. I do have a Father don't think I'm playing, but I'm really about to send him this money so I get Apollonia. He has a he has a blackhead clutch. Father Doug has a blackhead clutch, and he has a female blackhead who bit him, and I want her so bad. That's my baby. I named her Apollonia. So he think I'm playing, but I'm about to cash app him so I can get Apollonia. That's my baby. She mine. Hopefully, if he's not holding her back. But if I do end up getting her, that's gonna be her name. So that's another music artist name snake named after music artist. Um, this new baby I'm getting from T Earl and Terrell. It's gonna be named after Renaya uh Renea. I don't went black on them from Rhaenyra. Thank you. I don't went black on this character Rhaenyra from House of the Dragons, the Game of Thrones franchise, House of the Dragons. I done said Renaya and Renee. Oh no, Rhaenyra. That's gonna be our name. There's not many TV show characters that I want to name my snakes after. Bosa, when I make my first Super Carnage, I'm naming it 5 You are stupid. AKA F around and find out. Oh, I love y'all. Y'all crack me up every Saturday morning. So, on the docket next week is starting All Hallows Eve. And all month long, I have a special co host. My sponsor, Chris from Flexing and Finessing Reptiles, aka Untamed and Unhinged Podcast. He will be my special co-host all month long for the month of Halloween for October. So he's gonna help me. And we're gonna be talking all kinds of things. Matter of fact, let me get my schedule out because we got guests and a schedule that I had made. And I did post this on Instagram just in case y'all missed it. But next week, I don't know if Chris has watched the show, but I am going to do a non-spoiler review on Agatha All Along. The original name of the show was Agatha Coven of Chaos, but I guess Disney decided to switch it and change it to Agatha All Along. But the TV show on Disney Plus, um, talking about Agatha Harkness. And then and we're also going to talk about other horror TV shows. So that won't be the only thing I review. We're also going to talk about other horror genre TV shows. I'm so sad, y'all. I am heartbroken. They just announced this morning that Sci-Fi Channel, due to their disputes with cable and all this other stuff, that they canceled a lot of their original TV shows. And Chucky, the TV series, was one of those that got canceled. Chucky has given us 3 seasons. They've given us 3 amazing seasons of the Chucky TV show. And now it's being canceled due to the stupid, ridiculous cable disputes and negotiations. Like, this is some BS. But hopefully, I pray that Don Mancini, the creator, can get someone like Netflix or any of these streaming services to pick it up for us so we can finish this, because the story isn't over. It got left on a cliffhanger. So hopefully, Netflix or HBO Max or somebody in the streaming world can pick that show up so we can continue on, because that is an amazing show. I love the TV. I love the films growing up, but I love the TV show even more. Don Mancini has not missed all 3 seasons of the Chucky show. So I'm very sad, but we will talk more on that next week when we do the horror TV shows. And then October 12th, I will be in LA. Me and my nephew, I'm taking him to LA for his graduation gift. But I don't want to cancel the show. I don't want to cancel the podcast. So I will be up early in the morning, because time zones change. But I want to keep it at 9 a.m. Central. So I'm gonna probably not get no sleep, but I am still gonna give y'all a show. So October 12th, I will be live from LA, and Mr. Lateness right here, Roe, will be live from Tinley. Roe said he's going to walk around the Tinley Expo during VIP hours. So hopefully, he has some good Wi-Fi, some good service, and he will be our special guest for October 12th, live from Tinley. And then October 19th, we are talking Black horror films and the history of Black horror films. So hopefully I can educate a lot of y'all. But we're going to have a special guest. You already know Father Dunn's going to pop in. He might not stay long, or he might. It depends. That's all up to him. I don't want to hold his time, because I know he always works early on Saturday mornings with the dogs and the snakes and stuff. But, he's going to come, and we're going to talk different horror, Black horror, from the old school, like Blackula, all the way to the new stuff that we got today. And then October 26th, we're going to talk American Horror Story with our special guest, Lace Balls, as well as other horror anthologies. So that could be TV shows like American Horror Story, Black Mirror, and also, I know a lot of people put Black Mirror in the sci-fi category, but a lot of that stuff is horror. A lot of that shit is horror. And also the films. Also with and so yeah, so those are our schedules for the month of October. And of course, we're going to celebrate throughout the month, All Hallows Eve. And if anybody else want to join in and be a special guest, they can. Oh shoot, Tim not blue. Oh shoot, I gotta do that. My bad, y'all. There's a lot of people that's not blue. My bad. When I work solo dolo, I be forgetting stuff, like making people blue. But yeah, that's our schedule starting next week. Super excited. Thank you, Mr. Floppy, for letting me know. Let me turn these folks blue. Fred probably not blue. It's a lot of folks that probably, because I'm just by myself, all by myself. I know I'm not Celine Dion. I'm sorry. That's another thing. I'm gonna name a snake after Celine Dion one of these days. Probably just gonna be Dion for short, but we will figure that out when the time comes. Oh, I got a new subscriber. Thank you, Big Sam. Whoever Big Sam is, thank you so much. Much love to you. I love getting these notifications. While I'm turning people blue, today Irresistibles have a show, I believe, at 5:30 Central Time, my time. Um, so please tap into that 5:30 Irresistibles. I think Mike from Herb Collectors, if he has his power back on, because I know his power he had to cancel Thursday night because of the weather. If his power back on, I believe they're gonna have Double Clutch as their episode tonight. And I believe that is at, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, it's at 7 Central Time. And then of course, Weekend Warriors. Y'all know where we gonna be. Ro, me, Dundee, some everybody. Wiz, the main host, Wiz, Keys, everybody is gonna be partying on Wiz's channel for Sophisticated Ignorance Podcast. Y'all know where we are. Weekend Warriors all day. I start y'all day in the morning and they end it at night. Or the next morning. And I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I just got asked to work cameras at church for tomorrow, so I would not be playing with y'all all night long. I don't care if LeVance come and show some amazing and drop some gems. I don't care if Kyle or somebody hop in and show us some amazing animals. I don't care if KG give away 5, 6, 7 snakes. At 9 o'clock, I'm dipping out because I gotta wake up early in the morning to do these church services. And last time I pulled that stunt where I stayed up to y'all till like midnight, I felt like death. I could not survive. I felt like dying. So my cap, and someone hold me to it. My cap is at the show starts at what, 8:30. My cap is 9:30 at the most. Y'all better say, Elias, time to go. Time to go. Matter of fact, somebody put in the chat, just put a camera emoji in the chat and they'll let me know, hey, bedtime. Oh, yes. I forgot. Yes. That thank you, banner. Thank you. That DG clown that LeVance gave away for the auction last Saturday or Saturday before last, some things fell through and the person who won couldn't get it. So we're re-auctioning it. So if you want another chance to get that DG clown from Straight Fire Reptiles, the LeVance, you might want to hop in tonight for Sophisticated Ignorance so you don't miss out on that auction. Y'all have fun. Y'all know how I feel about DGs and clowns and DG clowns. So y'all have fun, but I'm rooting for y'all. I'm rooting for everybody to win what they want. I'm rooting for y'all. And it might be some more giveaways, who knows? But yes, everybody tune in tonight for that DG clown from the Vans. Because if you're going to invest in a DG clown, you might as well get a DG clown from the best. Don't get one of these Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace looking DG clowns. You got to get you that Ferrari type DG clown. You know what I'm saying? But that is, thank you, Banner, for reminding us. So yes. And Vance, Blue Zombie, he has a show. I think at noon, either noon or 1 o'clock. He has a show today. So check out Blue Zombie Vance. He has a show on his channel at noon. Irresistibles has their show at 5:30. Double Clutch 7. And Sophisticated Ignorance, whenever we stop talking backstage and actually click play and record, I'm gonna say 8:30. But yes, those are your lineups for Saturday. Hope y'all have a great weekend, a great week. Be on the lookout. More vlogs are coming because I have new gear, new animals, new everything showing up. Soon, very, very soon. So vlogs are coming, both this channel, my main channel, as well as my second channel. My second channel, Shed Yourself Vlogs. Thank you. I had a brain fart because I was looking at the comments and trying to talk at the same time. I can't double tap. That's what I can't wait for Chris to be here. I can't wait to have Chris as my co-host next month because me trying to remember everything and looking at the chat is not working. I need a co-host. So thank you. I can't wait. At least for a month, I get a little help. But thank you everybody for tapping in. I love y'all. Again, shout out to my sponsors, Candy Lady Creations. Flexing and finessing reptiles. Mutation Station and Lucy Land by Vitha. Thank y'all. It's been a great, great day, great morning. I love y'all. Be safe, Florida people with the hurricanes. Be safe, everybody. And y'all have a blessed weekend. We'll see y'all tonight. Sophisticated Ignorance. Peace out. Love y'all.
Cinema podcast stepping in. Your one-stop review, let it sink in. Hip-hop vibes, we break it down. Laughs and insights all around. Every episode, spitting truth. Old school jams and the latest youth. We keep it real, no sugarcoat. Pop culture on the mic we wrote. So tell your friends and hit subscribe. Make cinema here to vibe. Tune in weekly, don't miss a beat. We're the hottest review in your street. Snake Cinema Podcast, stepping in. You want some review, let it sink in. Hip-hop vibe, we break it down. Laughs and insights all around.